It's the 2K. Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. For the Thunder, they come into this game after a loss to the Rockets. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. And most folks watching tonight know that AI racked up 50 last time out. Kenny, he's on the short list of rookies to ever do that.
Yes, two guys come to mind. Brandon Jennings, remember him? Little lefty,
Yes.
quick guard, and Allen Iverson, the other AI. And, both scored 50 as rookies. I don't know anyone in my vicinity that's ever scored 50.
Ernie, it's terrible
as a rookie.
It's terrible that a guard only talks about guards. He doesn't realize that there's a big man that scored 53 versus Minnesota.
As a rookie?
As a rookie.
As a rookie.
But anyway, main thing is AI can't sit back.
No, main thing is as a rookie.
Made it, and you just got to stay hungry. Me.
You sure wasn't your second year?
Me.com.
You did not get 53 as a rookie.
Yes, I did.
Oh, my gosh.
We need a new stat guy. Where's Underdog when you need him?
No doubt.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. It's a Western Conference matchup as the Portland Trail Blazers come into town in this game. We're all set to bring you NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. Thunder make it a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City. Just one game before heading back out on the road. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
And they've done well in this matchup. I mean, 2-0 against them to this point, a win here, and they take the season series with a sweep in sight.
You know, they know what they can do against these guys. I think the key is you try to avoid complacency.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thanks very much. Well, AI is officially in the three-point contest at All-Star Weekend. Now, I asked him if he had any special preparation techniques. He said he gets in a lot of reps, so he won't tire out on the later racks.
Glad his name will be on that list of shooters. Thank you, David.
And just looking at the field of participants, adding AI to that bunch, and this could be the best three-point contest we've ever seen.
Well, we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through, the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the result. What you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. El Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's A-Train in at the 3 slot. Since AI came into the league, there has always been chatter if he's the best sharpshooter or not. Well, come All-Star Weekend, he'll have a chance to prove that he's the best.
And I'm just so glad he's going to be a part of the three-point contest. The entire group of shooters is impressive, but he's got to be one of the favorites to come away with the win.
For 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, Russell Westbrook, so quick to attack, Kevin.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Portland moving the ball over. Here's A-Train, defended by George. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Luwawu. Good D by McCollum.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
No good from A-Train.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first for Portland.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Grant outside. Nurkic with the steal. To the wing on the left. Here's A-Train. And another 3 for Portland.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
And here's George for 3. E.J. McCollum with the rebound. The Blazers on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to A-Train. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's A-Train. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 7 points for A-Train.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 11. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, got into foul trouble and really played out of control and just couldn't overcome it.
I think you really have to think they beat themselves out there, right? You can't be fouling another team like that consistently, and that's just asking to get beat.
A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. You take a look at the A-Train all season long. He has proven again and again that he's the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him, Greg. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 5 to shoot. It's George on the wing. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. And the basket by McCollum.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Westbrook against Lillard. Left side, Westbrook. Outside, George. Shoots it up. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from A-Train.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Westbrook against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Here's A-Train. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Thunder trailing by 16. Luwawu, the pass to Westbrook. Hits the three-point foul. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, Westbrook, that balances out that speed and athleticism. That long-range shot is on point.
McCollum outside. Baseline jumper. George trying to break free. Here's A-Train. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
Lillard misses. And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 15-point game. Latrey. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard outside. Over to the left wing. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from A-Train. A-Train's got 14 points.
And really that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
And the pass to Stauskas. And Plumlee kicks to Stauskas. Lets the 3 fly. Passes it to A-Train. Doubled by Felton. Back to Plumlee. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Portland just way behind.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
A-Train, the pass to Lillard. Here's A-Train, defended by George. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. Hands the shot with nobody near him. He's got 11.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
When you think about Thunder coach Billy Donovan taking over in 2015, he came in as a two-time NCAA champion at Florida and one of only 4 individuals to play and coach in a Final Four. Incredible stuff.
Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Felton. Stauskas kicks to Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder trailing by 19. And Coach Donovan, when he came in, wanted to encourage more ball movement and spacing.
I'm not sure it's played exactly as he had hoped. It's not always possible to shoehorn a new style of play. You've got to adapt to your personnel.
Plumlee finds Lillard. Now, here's Collins. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. The Thunder shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Free throw good, Adams. In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it has always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era when the reality is those were up-tempo Showtime type teams, right? They could sustain it. But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. A-Train is out there with Aminu, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He had 55 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
Westbrook kicks to George. Pass to Luwawu. Back to George. Can they get it? Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Grant. Here's Luwawu. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And the basket by McCollum.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And here's George for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 14 points.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
There's the pass to A-Train. Portland moving the ball around. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Westbrook dishes to Adams to the right side. George passes to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
I think you've got to stay down when guarding Russell Westbrook because if he gets you in the air, the rest is easy.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Plumlee is checked in for Nurkic. Plumlee kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Aminu. They shoot again, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by A-Train.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Pass to Aminu. Lillard outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Portland.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Westbrook kicks to George. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Westbrook pulls it in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 16 points.
I don't know a person who couldn't admire the passion and the energy and the ferocity with which Russell Westbrook plays night after night after night. Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
18 feet out. Rebound by the Trailblazers. A-Train's got 4 rebounds in this game. McCollum outside. He kicks to Lillard. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. From 11 feet away, hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Well, Greg, there's no doubt. This guy has been superb at moving the ball and getting all of his guys going on the offensive end.
The forwards, George and Grant. Russell Westbrook out there with Luwawu, and it's Adams, and at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. McCollum finds Lillard. Three-pointer, and McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 8.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Outside, George. That 3 off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Lillard outside. Right wing. And here's McCollum for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Westbrook kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. George passes to Westbrook. Here's Luwawu. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins is checked in.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Grant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 19 points. And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players' doors has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Stauskas comes in for McCollum. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills, but there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Nurkic has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Down low, here's Lillard. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. The pass to A-Train. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Lillard against Schroeder. Kicks to Westbrook. Here's Patterson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Patterson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Portland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The sturdy Patrick Patterson, the 14th pick out of Kentucky back in 2010.
What you love about Patrick Patterson is he's turned himself into a three-point specialist over the course of his career. You know on a night-by-night basis what you're going to get on the defensive end. And that is a multi-positional defender who's going to give you great effort every single time out. There's something to be said about Patrick's ability to adjust and evolve his game as the NBA has evolved.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Baldwin's checked in. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's A-Train, defended by George. No good from A-Train. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Collins against Schroeder. Pass to Patterson. Inside, Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Baldwin kicks to Stauskas. Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And the pass to Baldwin. Passes to A-Train. Fires it up. And that one goes long. And for the Thunder, they're shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Portland in total control. Baldwin, the pass to A-Train. Wants to get it to Collins and does. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Schroeder looking over the floor. Westbrook, no good.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
And that one, good. And now it's up to 25 points for A-Train.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. It's good from about 19 feet.
Well, the offensive arsenal seems to be never-ending for Russell Westbrook. He's capable of draining any shot anywhere.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
The Thunder have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Schroeder finds Felton. And here's George. Fires from 18. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's A-Train, defended by George. Pass to A-Train. Pass to Nurkic. For 3, Stauskas. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Felton the pass to George. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. And there's the pass to A-Train. Here's Swanigan. He has 6. Passes it to A-Train. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 1:33 left to play in the third. And Patterson kicks to Felton. Lets it go from 14. And it's Schroeder missing. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. A-Train, the pass to Baldwin, to the middle. Here's Nurkic. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to George. They need this one. Sinks the triple. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
To the left wing. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Felton. Here's A-Train. Banked in off the glass. A-Train's got 29 in the game.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Schroeder. shooter outside, and there's the call on A-Train. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson, and Luwawu subbed in for George. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. A-Train, the pass to Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
On the floor for Portland. Lillard the one with McCollum at the two. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with A-Train. And it's Plumlee in at the center. The 10-footer. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 22. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Adams, good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Playing in a crowd is nothing unfamiliar to Steven Adams. In fact, I think he enjoys it.
And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, or realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's A-Train, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up in that rim, didn't he? Westbrook against Lillard. Westbrook, no good. Trailblazers leading by 22. Portland moving the ball around. The shot's good from A-Train.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13, so just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Grant. Terrence Ferguson comes in for George. And Diallo subbed in for Luwawu Cabarro. Here's Stauskas. Here's Swanigan. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. John Patterson kicks to Diallo. Back to Patterson. Ferguson, the pass to Westbrook. Now here's Patterson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Well, we talk about not wasting any time. How about Patrick Patterson on the catch and shoot?
Here's A-Train. To the inside. Nurkic can't hit. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Down low. Ferguson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
A-Train, the pass to Nurkic. Another miss by Nurkic. Under trailing by 18. Westbrook with it. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
At his speed, Westbrook somehow still able to scan the floor and find his guys. That's nice.
Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Grant, he's checked in for Patterson. Paul George comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Diallo. And then for the Trailblazers, Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Swanigan. And it's Damian Lillard in for Baldwin. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lillard against Westbrook. He kicks it to Adams. In the corner, George with it. Gets to the corner and buries it. George has got 11 in the second half.
Well, there's superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Inside. Pass to Aminu. Here's A-Train, defended by George. Shot clock at 3. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 28.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Russell Westbrook is a guy you want to play with because he's going to lay it on the line every night. And you couple that kind of passion with his talent and look out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. And it's Felton in for George.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Good on the shot.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Felton dishes to Westbrook. Here's Patterson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
To me, when Patrick Patterson is hitting from deep, it makes everything easier for his teammates. He has got tremendous touch.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
we need to figure out what we're doing tonight after this. So I'm talking about I want to get some food.
Hey, great effort out there, guys. AI, need you for an interview real quick.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right, guys.
You know the drill.
Let's do it. Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screen and cutting. And as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. Thanks, man. See ya.